This is gonna look awesome.
All right, so to begin this first process, basically got to remove all these plastic little pins. I already took this one out. The real easy way to do this, just take the flathead screwdriver. You'll see a little indentation part where you can put it and just do a half twist on it. There's the top part came out. And the next step is to loosen up these bolts right here. All these bolts I gotta take out are a 10mm socket. You take the plastic pin off of this side piece that goes beside the grill, and then you just kind of have to pry it out in a sliding pattern. And there it popped out enough for me to access the side over here. Just to show you the plastic pins I'm talking about, there's one right here at the top, and then there's one right here. I believe the only bolt on the side here is right there at the bottom. Alright, so time to get the other side done. I won't show you that because it's the same exact process, opposite end, and we'll get this thing off. There's still two more plastic pieces that I got, two more plastic pins on that loose rubber piece that are connected at the very bottom that are hard to see. All right, so this one is really hard to notice if you're not looking for it. It's right there tucked behind this little plastic piece, which was really why I missed it. And right down there is where the bolt was taken out. So yeah, that's the last thing I need to remove. All right, there we go, finally. It really helps a lot when you have everything disconnected. It comes out real easy. So I have a little error from the people that I bought this off of. They sent me the matte gray F and R, and I purchased the matte black grill. So I've already sent them a message seeing what they're gonna do for me to exchange these out. I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting the grill on. I'll put just enough stuff for it to hold back together. All right, so for taking off this back piece, basically I gotta remove 4 bolts that need to be taken out, and then 4 of those plastic pins on the top there. All right, so these look like regular nuts on here and a washer that comes out. Don't be fooled, I thought I broke something on the other end. It's just a regular screw piece on the other end, and it just stays stuck into there. All right, so this is another one of those pins. You gotta pop up the center piece before taking the whole pin out. There's a closer view of how it works. That center piece pushes down and expands that to lock it in there. All right, so we have 3 more things here holding it on. They look like a mixture of a lock washer and nut mixed together on a bowl. It's just a real thin piece of metal, so I got to figure out how to get those off with a socket. Well, I just broke part of that one. Basically what I'm doing is pushing these two against each other so it'll screw off easier. That's the key. All right, so there's one more bolt right here that I got to deal with. I think that's an 8mm again. So for right now, I'm going to be keeping the stock grill, but make sure when you take off these bolts right here, they're the 4 main bolts on the corners. On the back end, there's this plastic piece that bolt screws into, which is what locks it into the other section. Those were popping off really easy. Just make sure you keep track of those. The next thing that I'm seeing that I'm gonna have trouble with, but should be able to get it working good, is where those bolts go to hold on that new one there. I have to take off this piece, which I was explaining earlier, stays on there. And I think what I'm going to have to do is use channel locks on this side and try not to mess up those threads, because I'd like to keep the stock stuff together as well as possible. Alright, now I'm ready to try to get the new grill put on this thing. Alright, so that's basically all finished, and the next step is getting this whole thing back in. I'm so excited for this thing to be finished. That thing is going to look awesome, like way better than I even imagined, I guess. So honestly, when you get this one in, it makes the front end look a little bit wider because the stock sides right here are thicker. Yeah, I'm loving the look of this thing. There's the basic installation of that custom grill. So I think for wiring up the lights, I'm going to make a separate video because I want to do it so eventually I'm going to have headlights that have the daytime running lights, and I want them to be running without having to turn the headlights on. So I want to tap in the 3 lights on this grill with those daytime running lights that automatically come on when the truck turns on. So if it's long enough after posting this video, I'll put the link at the end for that video for you to check it out. Anyways, if you like the video, if it helped you out any, if you give this a video a like, I'd greatly appreciate it. And also if you want to see more of the videos like the wiring of the lights on this and just other things that we can find to fix, you know where the button is down there to keep up with it. And thanks for watching.